Hey guys, what about Ameobi here? We're gonna have a rip around Clementon Trail by cg444. This is his World Cup of Design contest course. For those watching on chat, or on Twitch, sorry. I have not forgotten the meme team thing. But Chris is here, we're gonna play his World Cup course. And then we'll get back to meming teaming. Alright? Pat says hi to YouTube. Chris is one of the most loyal friends of the channel, so it's a little awkward me playing his courses because I want to be nice because he's a good guy, and he's always super helpful here, and he's always super supportive, and yeah, but he's just told me to rip it apart, so okay, I guess I can. But yeah, he's got some good courses out there. Good English lad. The courses he's created escape me right now because I don't prep before I do stuff, and I have the memory of a friggin' goldfish, so let's have at it. Parkland Heathish, sort of? Oh, hang on. Before we do anything. Alright, so we're gonna start at 10 after, no, 20 after 10, 12. 12:20. Okay. It just needed to make sure what time it was when we were teeing off, make sure it's the right time. There are a lot of trees here. I was having a hard time figuring out which was the big hand and which was the little hand. They were similar. They're similar in length. Yeah, okay. Like Wentworthy, kind of, maybe? Wentworth has a crap ton of trees and has this style. Am I getting warm? Pine Valley. Oh, okay. Wrong continent altogether. Surrey, New Jersey. Oh, we get rejected. So, that would explain why there's nobody here. Because it's, you know, ridiculously exclusive. Okay. But, obviously, my people just called up and said, yeah, you know, Ameobi's going to be in the neighborhood. And they're like, oh, absolutely, we would love him to play the course. In fact, we'll pay him to play the course. The meter was full? I can see that being the case. Now, to be fair, I know of Pine Valley. Heard of it. I've never really seen it because, well, it's never on TV. I'll never get to play it in my life. That's for sure. I have a bit of an idea of what it is, but I don't have a fantastic idea. I know it's very sandy. And I know it's in New Jersey. That's about it. Claustrophobic and penal. Well, you got the claustrophobic part nailed. I mean, I've got 75 mosquito bites already. I've only played 2 holes. Creek looked nice. A little help in slope. What I'm seeing so far, environment-wise, is it feels like, and it could be just it feels like there's really heavily planted and treed areas, and then there's kind of open areas, and there's not as much in between, if that makes sense. So it's kind of a stark difference between like the fairway and then this. Not really much of a buffer in between them. Which might be part of what Pine Valley is. It might be part of the inspiration. It's what sticks out to me. Par 4. Oh, it's not a short one, is it? Could have done without that stutter. Kind of wish it was playing a little bit firmer. Feels like the course, the way it's designed, the ball wants to run and it just isn't. I don't know if that's just the firmness set or if that's just the game being stupid. Okay. Well, you know we're gonna try it. It is firm? Okay. Well, that one definitely ran. It just felt like that shot I just hit in the green just kind of stopped. Oh no, it's gonna catch that slope. The idea was to miss that slope. Ah. Okay, so here comes the jinx. I'm gonna jinx myself here. Ready? I'm waiting for the penal part. Well, if I do that, it doesn't matter. And you guys can have fun with that comment too. I mean, I've played okay, but like that shot there that I just hit, that was a poor tee shot, and I'm like, it's an easy up and down, right? We might find some penalness here. Geez, that was getting there. That was getting there. Okay. And then, I mean, maybe I just haven't found the trouble yet either. That bunker shot's easy. Oh, that's a good question. Alien Whooshy, welcome in. Lynx. So yeah, I used to play that too. Which one? Welcome. It depends what you want out of the game, dude. Probably should have waited for that emote explosion to go away before I hit this shot, especially for those people on YouTube watching this. Nice stutter too. Straightforward par 5. If you want a game that's gonna be pretty easy to get going, that's gonna have official major courses, and that has a lot of eye candy, then probably EA. If you want a game that's a bit more realistic, kind of, that has a learning curve to it, and that has a bit more depth to it because it has more more courses, because people create courses all the time. Like this is a course somebody who's in this chat has created. So it literally has an unlimited number of courses you can play. Then it's 2K. Personally, I play this way more than I play 2K. I found 2K was interesting at first. It got boring quickly for me. Oh, okay. Sorry, EA got boring quickly. I play this more than EA. Yeah, sorry. EA was one where at first, you know, you kind of like, all right, yeah, it's kind of fun. Yeah, those graphics look great. Okay, sure, yeah. And then I played like 2 or 3 tournaments and then I'm like, I'm bored. This game is more difficult to play well, like to play it, especially at first. Like the learning curve is a good bit deeper. I found with EA that it was almost impossible to miss a fairway. But then it was really difficult to get a ball. Like it was very easy to just make par after par after par after par after par. And then it was a little trickier to make birdies, but if you leave some of the assists that are on by default, then it's easy. It's so easy. I think EA has the ability to be too easy, and again, you only have so many courses, right? But it's cool that Open Championship week they released Royal Liverpool. US Open week they released, what did they release? What was the LACC? So I've said this a few times. If you took the best of 2K's golf game and the best of EA's golf game and put them together, it'd be a hell of a game. Penal, he said. This isn't a short par 3, is it? Into that wind. Oh, that's right. Yeah, it's place. If you have PlayStation, it's in there. It's free in there right now. So hold it up, wind. Hold it up, wind. It didn't hold it up. But to give you an idea there, Alien, for TGCTours, which is a community that runs cross-platform tournaments for this game, the settings you play it on, people who try to qualify for it often shoot 90, 100, 85. So there's definitely a curve there. Huh. Yeah, scary thing, Chris, is I'm sort of paying attention to what I'm doing too. Like I'm not having to think my way through it. So it's absolutely fine. Like there's nothing egregiously wrong with this. Let's try this. That's not gonna get there. All right. So like this, okay, this is a bit penal. Yeah, I'm with you here. Just made that too. That would have been kind of weird if that had gone in. I mean, the one kind of complaint I guess I do have is the shots seem to kind of play themselves. There's not really, and I guess when you go super tree lined, oh shit, you know, claustrophobic, you don't really have a whole lot of room to create a lot of options, right? Yeah. If I was in the fairway here, I was screwed anyways. So I was trying to hit it to the right part of the fairway because I knew I had to get around these trees, but I kind of didn't do it, did I? Sit down. It does feel a bit like it's a tempo test. And that with good tempo, you're gonna tear it up. Which, I mean, maybe is true of every course, but okay. I mean, I get the thinking here. You gotta shave that bunker as close as you can so that you get an angle in here. Don't think this was the right play. I still don't think it was the right play. Okay, well, that wasn't being very nice. Hey, Scotty, what's up, buddy? You too. Ah, these subtle breaks drive me nuts. Can never get them. I have to break 60 though. Like that's a requirement. I feel like the environment is what you want it to be, which is really the only barometer to go by, right? The fairways are maybe a touch generous, but I can also see you wouldn't want to go too much narrower, because if you did, it would get really freaking claustrophobic. And I'm saying that as somebody who misses fairways all the damn time. Why is that going over there? Never mind. Something like that. Oh, that's crushed. And it's still low. Wow, I hammered that. All right. We got a par 5 to finish. We got to do more than that though. We're bogging down. It's the famous Ameobi just lull we got going on here. All right. This has some meanness to it. That's fast and screwed. And deep and just otherwise awful. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't call this penal at all. I wouldn't call it easy. It's reasonable. Like if you hit it out of position, you can get back into position fairly straightforwardly. Nice uphill tee shot here that's blind, which makes sense because it's way the hell uphill. I didn't expect this to go this far because, well, it was uphill. 70 feet, but that's fine. Okay. Okay. All right. 59 watch or 58 watch is on. Ooh, a little flip par 3. Look at this green though. Okay. Now you're starting to kind of make me believe. How much is it gonna hold that? Oh, let's guess. Yeah, I was not fasting that. There was no chance I was fasting that one. That's a tucked pin. Oh, I've hit it. It's short. It wasn't in anyways, but what, faceted into the crap? Yeah. I wasn't doing that. And then we got a long par 5. You want to be left if you can. The wind's not helping with that. And it's gonna roll for a while, and it's gonna leave me a pretty meaty second shot with some kicker slope opportunities. Don't mind if I do. I like this one because if you get this right, you might have, I don't know, it's short. Okay, never mind. I was thinking like it's one where if you can pull it off, it's gonna be really awesome, and if you don't, it's gonna be nowhere near. But it was too long with second shot for me to have a chance. And then I flubbed the flop, so we might be stuck with 60 here. Ah, it just broke that little bit. Oh. Oh, look at that. We were 10 under through 12. Limped home. Oh, that's right. That bunker shot was for eagle, wasn't it? Oh, I forgot. Okay. It's a very good Pine Valley inspired style course. That's probably not my favorite style of course. That's part of the issue. It feels a little straightforward. Like it just felt like you hit, I mean, you hit it, like the strategy that was there, I missed it, I think, because I just was like, I just kind of kept smacking it around and, yeah. So it was fine. It just, you know, advertising it as a penal course, it didn't feel very penal to me. It felt like it was pretty darn fair. There was that one par 5 that I smacked it into the rough where you had the green kind of tucked behind a tree, which I thought was kind of cool. So the fairway was a million miles wide, which is why I missed it. And, but you had to be on the right side of the fairway if you wanted to take it on in two, because you were going to have to get around that tree somehow. I thought that was well done. That was a good example of trees being in the way, but in a way that made sense, I thought. So I like that. That 17th hole is a devilish little thing. I like that quite a lot too. It looks like you should just stuff it every time. And yet if you miss it by a little bit, you're dead. So I mean that kind of, I was liking that. 18, do you want to make 18 shorter? I don't know. It just, I guess you got to hit driver off the deck, don't you? So yeah, well, it's a solid course. It's just, I don't know if it quite, in my one round of playing it, I don't know if it quite hit what you were going for. You want to do more hugging sides of fairways. Yeah, I get you. I didn't see many situations where the angle was that big of a difference where I would even bother trying to. But different winds, different pins, different conditions, it would play differently, so who knows. Anyways, I enjoyed it. Had fun. Good time. Good course. I like it. For those watching on YouTube, thanks for watching. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think. Make sure you play it. I should say this in my videos more. Make sure you play this course on 2K23. Get those plays up, and then after you've played it, come on in and tell me what you thought of it. Where you did well, where you didn't do well, what you liked, what you didn't like, all that jazz. Hit like, let me know you enjoyed what you watched. Hit subscribe, let me know you want to see more of it. We'll have more of these courses coming up. See you in the next one.